Hello, live. So you're watching this, it's probably after it was live, but that's cool. We're gonna give this a shot. I don't know how good the internet connection is gonna be, so we're gonna attempt to do Chaos Live from my car in town because the internet connection is really poor where my parents live, and we're gonna do my best. I don't know how good the quality is gonna be. The quality might be really poor on this live stream, nothing fancy, and we'll see if the internet connection holds up. So what's happening? We got Ryan, we got A Train, we got Cody, we got Dragon, Actual, Ryan. So what's up, guys? We'll do our best. We'll see what this live stream, how this live stream actually goes. How does it seem? Does it seem pretty good? Yeah, probably mosquitoes are gonna come in. Probably. What part of California did you move to? I didn't move yet. My girlfriend did. I will move at some point in time later on, and but it's kind of near the Nevada border, so it's in that area. I'm just here on vacation to hang out for a little while, and then she's getting all settled in. Let me go backwards in the chat a little bit. Fresh out of basic training. What's up, Chaos, Mr. Vids? Well, thanks for stopping in for this rinky-dink Chaos Live, man. When do soldiers get to wear a enlisted cap? Right away, pretty much. You're in your uniform, you have a patrol cap, the PC, and you're gonna be wearing the patrol cap with the uniform. Just talked on Discord servers and listening to, was it Creepy Pasta? Interesting. What's happening, George? What's happening, Clone? I'm in California, so that's where I am. Just found out I'm commissioning my JROTC program. That's awesome. Cool deal. We're in California. It's a real small town called Bishop. Small town. I'm trying to use the best internet service that I possibly can. It's tough. What's happening, Brendan? Need help with OPAT? I don't really have any good tips for that because I never had to do that, so I can't really help you with that too well. What is your craziest drill instructor encounter? I've told the story before, but it was in a live stream, I think, before, where I was on fire guard. You'll have to do this like fire watch kind of a thing. And the drill sergeant came in about it was like 1 or 2 in the morning maybe, and he was drunk as hell and had some chick with him. And I'm pretty sure he was just trying to show off for this girl. That was maybe his girlfriend or maybe this date that he picked up from the bar or something. And woke everybody up, smoked us for a little bit. They took off in the office and they didn't come out during my shift. So I don't know if they came out during another shift later on, but during my 1 hour shift, they didn't come back out of that office. So that was probably maybe the craziest one. I meant like a dress cap, like with an army emblem that on it, but I see most soldiers with a beret. Yeah, you wear the beret. The only time you wear like the fancy one is you're doing like a formal ball. Then sometimes that's an option that you can do if you wish, is to wear the formal one, but usually that's officers that are doing that. Otherwise, everybody else, when they're in the formal dress wears, they're wearing the beret. If it's a formal ball, like where you wear the black tie affair with the bow tie, then you don't wear headgear at all. You'll wear the fancy one sometimes for officers, but that's about it. I'm trying to get a good angle on this camera on my cell phone where I can actually scroll through the comments and everything like that. Let's come backwards. I'm in Hartfield, right next to Lemoore. They got a pretty damn good airbase. Awesome. I've got to go to bed. School. Have a good night, everyone. Yeah, sorry, Ryan. And it was kind of a late live stream because I'm in California, so I'm on West Coast time. So for all you guys on the East Coast, it's pretty late probably on a Sunday night. Don't move to, was it Manteca? I don't know. LOL. I used to live there, and tweakers and gangbangers everywhere. I live in Stockholm now. Not any better. Would love to stay, but gotta go to sleep. I understand. What is the highest rank for an officer, and how many years would it take? The highest, probably achievable rank. I mean, there's ranks that go higher, but actually achievable is probably 4-star general, and that takes probably like 30 years if you're trying to go that high. So that takes quite a ways. Chris, you like White Claws? I don't know what White Claws is. What's White Claws, T-Dog? Glad everyone made it safe. Well, thanks, Alyssa. We're here. Girlfriend's settled in a little bit where she's going to be temporarily staying, and I'm just here for the 2 weeks vacation. I have to go back to Colorado after the 2 weeks. Hit the like button for the Fearless Leader Chaos. Well, yes, I would very much appreciate to slap a like on the video. That would be awesome. What is the Army Corps of Engineers, and does it have anything to do with the Army? Yeah, it's a part of the, it's a unit in the Army. So it's just a bunch of engineers. So it's basically a whole entire unit of engineers, the Corps of Army Engineers. Hey Chaos, what do you know about 92, was it 92 Fox? I ship for basic training in a month and want to know what you think about that MOS. I think, I have an MOS Monday, I think, on 92 Fox. So I'd look at that. Later, check out the video for 92 Fox. I believe I have a video on 92 Foxes. Lighting isn't the greatest in here. Sorry, I'm just in my car. Would a deformed fingernail disqualify me from MEPS? It functions properly and everything? Probably not. I don't see how that would. I'm no doctor, so I can't give you the official word on that, but I don't see it being a problem. It's 12 here in Korea. Yeah, Korea, I imagine, pretty late. So, you know, midnight or noon. You live in Nate Diaz's town? No, Nate Diaz lives in was it Stockton? Stockton is probably 4 hours south of here, something like that, maybe. Shout out to you from Chicago. I'm 32, about to join the Army this new year, and thanks to you and the other military YouTubers, I feel very prepared and appreciate you guys for doing so. Thank you. Well, thank you. Was it Justin? Good luck to you. Hopefully all goes well. Have you ever watched Angry Cops? I do. That's pretty hilarious. I liked those little Area 51 videos. Pretty awesome. Someone just got shot and killed on the freeway in Mantec. That sucks. I think it was last night. That sounds pretty horrible. Hey, Chris, are you going to travel to Fort Irwin? My last, is 11th ACR is based there. No, I won't. I don't have any reason to go to Fort Irwin. Fort Irwin's probably about 2.5, 3 hours from here. Not too bad. Not really super far, but I don't have any reason to really go to Fort Irwin. Have fun on vacation. You take it easy. Well, thanks, Joe. I will try my best. Husband is 92 Fox. It's a good job. I mean, you do a lot of 88 Mike style stuff as well. We're doing fueler and everything. You're still driving some trucks. You're probably working with a mixture of truck drivers and fuelers. But I have a video on it. But yeah, Alyssa's husband is a 92 Fox. Just bought a convertible for 1,800. It sounds like a really good deal for a Corvette. A Corvette for 1,800. Sounds like a really good deal. Hey Chris, how often did you, as an 88 Mike, have to go to the range to do any target practice, marksmanship training? Pretty much every soldier, no matter what your MOS is, you have the minimum of every 6 months or less of doing your basic weapons qualification. So you have that. And then you also have some additional ranges here and there where you have like a 50 cal range or 240 Bravo range or something random like that. So no matter what your MOS is, you're gonna have at a minimum something along those lines. So be aware of that. How long does it take once I send all my documents in for processing? It really varies from person to person. There's no set time frame that I can really tell you about. Can I go to the gentleman clubs without getting caught if I find it impossible to go 4 years in the Army without getting laid? So you're allowed to go to those. I mean, if you're of age, I mean, usually you have to be 18 and up, which that's the age anyways for the military anyways, but there's nothing against going to, like, say, like a strip club or whatever. You're allowed to go to those places. That's legal. It's not illegal because you're in the Army. My ASVAB is scheduled for next Wednesday, and I've studied for about 3 weeks, so I've mastered fractions, mathematics, arithmetic, reasoning, and reading comprehension. Do you believe I'll pass? If, hey, you put your mind to it, you study real hard, why not? I'm sure you could. Is there an Army base in Greenland? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not too sure. How's it going? Anything new going on? There's plenty of things going on new. I have a vlog channel if you want to see my personal life stuff. As far as like for this channel stuff, it's gonna be a little difficult. The internet sucks here. So I have to work on some things to, it takes a long time to upload a video. Like I uploaded the vlog that went up today on the vlog channel, the DD214 vlogs. And it took a good like 2 hours to get a 10-minute video up. it took a while. I mean, it's not impossible, but it definitely does not go as fast as my internet back home. So that part's better. That's just because my parents just have basic internet. They don't have anything fast. They have fast internet here, but my parents have no need for fast internet, so they have the real basic internet. And then T-Mobile, really a lot of cell phone service providers here aren't very good in this area. But I have T-Mobile, and it's definitely not very good at where they live because they live in the outskirts of town. So I have to come in town to, which isn't far. It's like a 5-10 minute drive, but come into town to find a good spot here at the park to be able to get good Wi-Fi or good enough signal on my T-Mobile phone to be able to do this live stream. I'm going to have to cover up or remove my big Bob Marley tattoo that's on my chest. If it's on your chest, that's fine. And Bob Marley, I don't know. I don't think. I mean, if it's just if it's the actual, just the person, you know, as long as it doesn't say anything about like drugs and weed and something crazy like that, and nothing racist or whatever, you'd probably be okay. I mean, they're gonna look at it in MEPS to tell you for sure, but probably be okay. I mean, it's on your chest, so that's not too big of a deal, probably. Chris Henry, okay, you have school tomorrow. Take it easy, brother. Oh, you've got school. T-Dog does. Well, have fun. Have a good time. Collab with Ben Allen, I've done stuff. I mean, I don't mind doing stuff with Ben Allen, but I have. He did that Soldier's Creed video with me and P Will, and then I did a video on his channel. But I don't mind doing stuff with Ben Allen. I've never talked to Nava the Beast. I wouldn't be against it, but I've never talked to Nava the Beast. I don't think he even knows I exist, possibly, because I've never seen him say anything on any of my channel, and I probably commented some stuff on his channel maybe once or twice where I've seen a few of his videos. I don't think I'm subscribed to his channel, but he's a good dude. Yusha Thomas and Combat Vet. Combat Vet would be cool, but and Yusha Thomas, but I'm not a comedian YouTuber, so I don't think that'd be a very appropriate for me to collab with them. Can the Army be a job for me? I like it being in the main job. Sure. I guess it depends. Depends on what you want to do. Have you ever met someone who was drafted and still in the Army? No. The last draftee retired. Was it like maybe 4 or 5 years ago? I forget what it was. He was a sergeant major, been in for a while because they got rid of the draft like a long time ago. So it's been a while since anyone in the draft has been in the Army. So now there's not anybody in the Army that was in during the draft. So that's not possible. I believe the last guy retired a long time ago. Any thoughts on private contracting? It's good. It's what I kind of do. Love the vlog with Jessie. She should keep doing it. I might do something like the camera that she used. I might leave that camera here with her so she can continue to do some stuff, and we'll kind of mix some stuff together of what I'm doing in Colorado and what she's doing in California for the time while we're apart, while I'm still trying to get things together to be able to do my own business. Or I don't see YouTube taking off to be good enough to be able making good money, but it'd be a nice dream. But I probably have to try to get stuff together to try to do my own business. But as soon as I can get something together, then I can move out to California. But for now, we're gonna have to do this long distance thing for a little bit. But I got a lot of times planned for us to for me to come out here and spend time with her, so it's not hopefully too horrible. My bad, can't spell. Meant I'm heading out. Take it easy. I know what you meant, T-Dog. Have a great night, man. Let's see. Why is the military strict on age limit, and why not is it open to older people? We have a lot to offer. Just most commonly after 35, you're not as prime anymore. So it's harder for you to keep up with a lot of things. I mean, that's not to say that everybody who's over 35 is, but it just makes it easier. So usually they go between 18 and 35. But I mean, 35, I mean, that's plenty of time frame. If you didn't make a commitment between 18 and 35, to join, I mean, that's tough. I mean, that's kind of like, it's kind of like the same thing, because when you first come in the Army, it's kind of an entry-level thing. So it's kind of like at 35, all of a sudden now you're deciding you want to be a fry cook at McDonald's, when that's probably like more of a job that you should be doing when you're 18, when you're in high school, when you're younger, and you're trying to build a career to something bigger. So that's kind of what ends up happening if you are like 35, 36 or older, and now at that age you're trying to join the Army. Well, you're gonna be probably taking some step backs in maybe your choices in the military, choices in life, because now you're gonna start from the bottom. You're gonna be starting off making really low pay, because this is supposed to be an entry level kind of a thing when you're starting off as a private, and people aren't gonna be happy. So that's kind of just a weird situation where there's no need for you to be coming in at a later age. Plus it's harder to keep up with certain things, you know, if you haven't been in for a while. What's happening, Jay the Born? How's it going, man? Do you know when the new Army combat fitness test will go into effect? In that last video, I actually talked about it, but it looks like it'll probably be the middle of next year. By probably summer of next year, it'll probably go into effect. Is it 87 ASVAB score? I am not sure. If you're talking about the AFQT, I don't remember how it kind of breaks down. I heard some stories of soldiers getting chlamydia in Thailand. Is it true? And does the Army kick you out for that? They wouldn't kick you out for that. I mean, sure, you can get chlamydia anywhere. I mean, it doesn't have to go to Thailand. You can get that probably going to, you know, Korea, going to California, going to wherever. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on what the hell's going on, who you're getting with, I guess. But they won't kick you out for that, no. Chris, can an 88 Mike get to drive the Stryker or Patriot missile launcher platform vehicle? I mean, you possibly could, but it wouldn't be very common. Strykers are usually being driven by like infantry guys, a lot of other different MOSs. 88 Mikes are usually driving the larger trucks. As an 88 Mike, you're usually doing like 5 ton and above, occasionally like a Humvee if you're a Humvee driver, but really that's anybody driving those, same with like MRAPs. But Strykers are usually pretty much restricted to like infantry units and different type of situations like that. So it probably wouldn't be very common for a 88 Mike to be driving a Stryker. Not impossible, but wouldn't be very common. And definitely not a Patriot missile launcher. You know anyone had autism in the Army? I do not. I don't. That might be a disqualification. I don't know if you can actually join the Army with autism. Thanks for the info. A little too much info after that, and then feeling comfortable watching people while doing so. Have a good one. Thanks, Chaos. Yeah, no problem. Have fun. Where am I? I'm in my car in Bishop, California, at the park, because it is the only place that I seem to get somewhat decent enough Wi-Fi, or not Wi-Fi, but decent enough cell phone service to be able to live stream. I don't know how good of quality this live stream is. I mean, from just my view, it looks kind of crappy. I don't know if it has to buffer a lot or if it's going in and out or what, but it's a little bit of a challenge. Do you know if 19 kilo can become airborne? Yeah, I mean, really anybody can do airborne. And it just depends on how appropriate it is to your job, if you'll be doing it often or not. But really, any MOS can do airborne. Can the Army help you get into a college? Hey, what the hell? My light turned off. Hang on. I need like better lighting. I think we're gonna go on a little journey. You guys can't see me right now, but I'm gonna roll my windows up. My light kicked off on my car. I guess I can't have it on for that long. Are you guys still there? We're gonna come over here by this light. HIV positive stop you from joining the Army? Probably. I don't think you can join the Army if you have HIV. Car should be safe back there. We're not in the ghetto, so we'll be okay. How important is it to make eye contact with drill sergeants or anyone while in the Army? Because I was raised not to look people in the eyes, especially older people. I mean, drill sergeants are going to give you crap regardless for anything. So it doesn't matter if you're making eye contact with them or not making eye contact with you, they're going to give you crap. But normally you should make eye contact with someone when you're talking to them. So how important it is? I guess it depends on the person's you're talking to. All right, we'll come over here under the street lamp. This street lamp seems to have some decent-ish lighting. If I face, it doesn't matter which way I face. We'll come, if I come this way. We'll figure this out for like the next live stream. Next live stream I'll have some kind of better setup. Hopefully it'll work a little bit better. I don't know. We just have to deal with a dark live stream. Flashlight? No, I don't have a flashlight. How's the big town of Bishop? It's all right. It's doing okay. What's happening, Joe? Do you know why they let females do combat jobs now? Nothing against females, just curious. Just because, a lot of people, a lot of females wanted to do those jobs. They felt they'd being discriminated against, not being allowed to. So they figured, screw it. If females want to do those jobs, then why not make it available to be able to do so? So they did so. Just woke up to say hi. What's happening, Evie? Yeah, really late night for you, or it's late for you. I'm on the West Coast, so you can see the sun's just now starting to go down. That hat was hiding your eyes, Mr. Chaos. Might help with the lighting. Well, I don't like being without a hat. I don't like being hatless. No hike to Mount Whitney? No. Mount Whitney would be right over that way. That's where Mount Whitney would be. But no hike right now to Mount Whitney. Love my hat too. Yeah, you gotta rock the hat. Is there enlistment bonus in the Army for college credits? I know the Navy has flyers up over the campus for that, but I'm not sure if the Army has something similar. Not really a bonus. I mean, they pay for you to go to college once you get out, but not specifically a bonus, really. Do you check your underwear in the Army to make sure you're not hiding anything? No, they're not really gonna strip search you. You could probably get away with certain things like that, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. But no, they're probably not gonna strip search you. Hello from Miami. Thanks for putting out informational videos. Well, thanks, Garrett. Thanks for being up late at night, since it's probably late over there in that area. Hey, how can I reclass to another MOS? Would I have to finish my first contract, or is it once I arrive to my first duty station that I could request to improve my score and reclass? When you're available for re-enlistment, so that's usually with 1 year left on your contract, you're usually available to re-enlist, and then you could probably request to switch MOSs. So that would be available. And then it also depends on your ASVAB scores, what you qualify for, all that stuff, availability for that MOS. So that really just kind of varies. Worried I might laugh in boot camp when a drill sergeant is ripping on another recruit. Well, sometimes it happens, and then you get smoked for it, and then after a while you stop laughing. But it does happen. Everyone hit that like button. I agree with Jay the Vorn. Hit that like button. I mean, it's not the greatest quality of a live stream. I should have started a little earlier, but I was busy. Maybe the lighting would have helped better then, but I don't know. Can the Army help me get enrolled into Army in the reserves? Yeah, I mean, that's part of the Army. So I mean, when you go to join the Army, you're either choosing to go active duty, a National Guard, or reserves. So you just have to make that choice of what it is you want to do, if you want to go whichever one you want to go. So we're at 23 minutes. We'll probably only do this for a 30-minute one, just because it's so poorly lighting and horrible internet connection. I don't know, how is the stream? Is the stream having to constantly buffer, or is it working okay for you guys? I'd love to hear what you guys say. Plus, it's kind of shaky. I need a better format here. I'm from Southern California. What part of Cali are you in? It's more of the kind of northeastern part of California, near the Nevada border. Small town called Bishop. Stearns Fire on the East Coast. Yep. Yeah, I think I heard about that. Pretty smooth on your end. Well, that's good then. Nice. I meant, can the Army help me get enrolled into the community college while in the reserves? Yes. Sometimes they have different programs you can do for tuition assistance, and sometimes that can really help out. Sometimes they have different programs you can do where you can enlist in the reserves, and then they'll let you start doing college right away. So they have different reserve programs that you can kind of do stuff with. No buffer in Denver? Well, that's good then. All good here, just dark. Yeah, that's the only part that kind of sucks. The dark part kind of sucks. I don't have any good lighting. I was doing it from my car, but that was still just as dark. Do you think the benefits you get from the Army makes a difference? I was wondering what important benefits you get. Yeah, I mean, you get the college options. So, I mean, you go to a 4-year college that's paid for. You have especially if you have some kind of disability or something that was medically linked to your time in the Army, they can be minor things, then you get health, certain health benefits. And even regardless, you still get health benefits anyways from certain aspects. It just depends on how much of a VA rating you get. Discounts, I mean, that's not that big of a one, but hey, sometimes it's pretty cool. There's a lot of different things. I mean, just the education, and even like the veteran preferred status that you get a lot of times with a lot of employers. A lot of employers will put you higher up in the list of possible someone to hire because you're a veteran. So that's also another kind of big benefit to help you land a good job and everything. All right, about 5 more minutes. We're gonna cut off this live stream because it's so dark and it's hard to stream out here. Hey Chris, what are my options if I don't want to do any leadership role activities as an enlisted man? I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, if you just want to do your 4 years in the Army or 3 years in the Army, get out. But sometimes there's, depending on your MOS, they're gonna try to push you to, you know, still go to the board and everything. So it's kind of tough. And if you refuse to go to the board, a lot of times they treat you like crap for not wanting to kind of push yourself and not being motivated. So it's tough sometimes. What's going on? What was the worst time you got smoked? What was it about? And what do you think about the Army's new push-up rules? The worst time was probably, I don't even remember what it was for. I don't think it was for anything. I think it was just for the hell of it all. They made us get in our sleeping bags and go over and under the bunk beds. So you're doing like this worm kind of motion over and under the bunk beds and basic training. That sucked pretty bad. It was kind of hot in the barracks. That was tough. But I don't remember what it was for. And then the new push-ups seems harder, but I think it's good. How's the weather where you are, Chris? It's hot. I don't know what the temperature is right now. The temperature right now, it's 820, and I think it's still like well, it's probably in the low 80s, maybe high 70s, something like that. What's the National Guard Bureau? I don't know. Don't know anything about really the National Guard. Any regrets or things you would have done differently while you're in? Maybe traveled more. I mean, I did some of the stuff with the Army traveling, but I kind of wish that maybe like when I had vacation time or different things, I would have used some of the assets that were available a little bit more wisely and been able to travel a lot more. I think that would have been cool. My husband just got promoted to Command Sergeant Major. Unfortunately, I want to see him for, or I want to see him for at least 10 months. He's off to Sergeant Major Academy. Well, good luck to him. Could be rough. Hopefully all goes well though. A while ago, you did a video on some big enlistment bonuses for older folks into the Army. Any news on that? If you're talking about the 11 Bravo with that big $250,000 bonus, I have not heard any more. That $40,000 one is still active for a little bit longer. What was it? Was it September 1st or September 30th? I forget when that one expires, but that one's coming up pretty soon for expiring for that one. But that changes all the time. It's based on the needs of the Army. If the Army is under strength on certain MOSs, then they offer bonuses. If they're hurting for individuals in those jobs, so they're changing those all the time. I've been talking to National Guard, but now I want to do active duty Army. Will I have to stop talking to my current recruiter and go to an active duty recruiter? It should be the same. I don't think do they have a, well, for National Guard they do, yeah. For reserve and active duty it's the same recruiter, but National Guard is a different recruiter. So yeah, you'll probably, I believe, not 100% sure, but yes, I believe that the National Guard recruiter is different from the active and reserve recruiter. So you probably are gonna have to. How's jet lag? 0 because I didn't fly. I drove from Colorado to California, so it was a long drive. Okay, Chris, gotta go take care. Well, hey, I'm about to end here in a couple more minutes anyways too, so. But thanks for hanging out, Jay the Vorn. Good night all. See, everybody's saying good night. I know it's kind of late, but I'll have to get some things kind of better organized, maybe better lighting, better location, do it earlier so it's not so late. So maybe I'll do like a random live stream during the middle of the week to kind of make up for this one. I'll try to see what I can kind of work out and try to make up for this one. We'll see how things go. Chris, the way the shadows on your face makes you look like you're wearing a mask. You're super Chris. I am. It's like Batman. It's kind of like Batman almost in a way. So, just got here. Evening, y'all. Well, what's up, Bill? Probably gonna end here pretty soon. What's the difference between National Guard and reserves anyway? Their mission mostly. They kind of do a lot of the same kind of time frame of when they work, as far as the 2 weekends or 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year kind of a thing. I believe is the same National Guard reserves, but their mission. reserves can still deploy to like combat zones and do a lot of those things, where reserves or National Guard still can kind of do that, but their main mission is more towards local stuff here in the United States. So if you have something like some kind of hurricane relief or some kind of natural disaster that happens somewhere in the United States, then a lot of them help out with those kind of situations, where reserves are kind of just the part-time active duty guys kind of, in a way, I guess. I don't know. But they're more focused on local United States type of stuff. Can you name some affordable parts of Colorado? What do you mean, like cities to live in Colorado? I don't know. Colorado's not too bad. You go to like farther south in Colorado, probably, or farther north. Well, north is still kind of expensive. Probably the more southern part of Colorado would be a little bit more affordable. But Colorado Springs isn't bad either. Well, Colorado Springs starting booming, so they're starting to get kind of expensive. Do they have firefighting in the reserves? I do Cavalry Scout, and I ship out the 23rd. I want to do firefighting after. I don't remember if that's available for the reserves. I don't remember. I don't think so. I think that's a active duty only thing. Won't see him for 10 months. Command Sergeant Major school lasts 10 months, but in the end, you end up with a bachelor's leadership to go along with his E9. Yes, that's still pretty awesome. But with him being a Sergeant Major, you probably get some visitation if you really wanted to. I believe they allow visitation for the Sergeant Major Academy. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I want to say I thought I've heard of that before, because they're way less strict than anything else. Chris, can a soldier go from Army active duty, then Army Reserves, and end up in the Army National Guard still? Maybe. I feel like that'd be kind of tough to go reserve. Like, you can easily go from active duty to reserve, but to go active duty to reserve to National Guard would be a little bit difficult, but maybe possible. California's getting too damn expensive. Yeah, it can be. I'm in more of the kind of rural area of California, so it's not as bad as like Los Angeles and stuff, so that helps out a little bit. All right, guys, we're at about a half hour. Lighting is really poor, so we'll cut off this live stream. I'll try to make up for it, and we'll maybe do one in like I don't know, maybe Wednesday or something like that. Maybe I'll just do another random one in the middle. We'll kind of see how things kind of go and stuff. You and Matt should do a video together. Good night, everyone. I tried to do a video with Matt. Matt didn't hit me back up, so it didn't happen. Thanks, man. I'm in JROTC and helped me with a lot of things. Well, awesome, Colin. Glad to hear it. So, all right, guys. So maybe later this week we'll join back up, do another live stream, kind of make up for this low quality, dark live stream and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for hanging out. I should have a video up Wednesday and then one for Friday. It's just a little bit kind of time consuming trying to get it uploaded while I'm here in California, but I've already got them shot. I just got to go and edit them together and put them up for you guys. So look for a video Wednesday and a video on Friday, and then maybe somewhere's in there, maybe Wednesday or something like that. Maybe I'll still do a live stream as well, and then try to do a better one next weekend as well. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. See ya. Let me figure out how to close this now. All right. See you guys later.